So, I'm going to come on and share the new operating model in a bit more detail.
Commercial innovation is happening at all different parts of the company. The focus that I'm going to talk about here is what we're doing in the unbranded space. And we're doing this in partnership with a couple different parts of the organization. We have Global Health Innovation Fund, which is actually our investment arm, and then HSS, Healthcare Services and Solutions, which is really, I would say, the operations arm.
A very tangible example of what we're doing to pull this through from a cultural perspective is in the way that we measure and monitor progress.
I'd like to share an example on how we are driving open innovation at Leo, because again, we believe that this is necessary in order to progress science.
And so when we are making investment decisions at Pfizer now, whether it's how we allocate our resources or investing in pipeline medicines, it's always placed right up there. How many patients do we think are going to benefit from this medicine?
We had one clinical trial of for children, pediatric children with a rare disease, where we got the parents together. They changed our entire protocol design. And once we get to market and we're able to say, this is how you do it, I think more of those examples will then make leaders change. But we need people to have the strength and the chutzpah to stand up in those internal meetings and say, no, we're not going to start this protocol. I know first patient, first visit is August, but we're going to wait till November, because otherwise, when we get to market, it'll be 3 years before we reach the sales level that we expected, or the number of patients reached that we expected.
We're investing heavily in our digital channels. We've spent hundreds of millions to date in this operating model, and we're absolutely convinced that this is the way forward for the industry.
We do offer that any scientist, anywhere in the world, in a startup, in another pharma company for that matter, in academia, can use our in vitro or in vivo models to test their molecule to see if that actually works in a skin disease like psoriasis or eczema.
With each of our patient-focused units, it's a different approach to measurement, because the data sources for capturing the number of oncology patients, or even our rare disease unit, you can't go to IMS data to capture the number of patients for rare diseases because it just doesn't capture it. So we use different data sources.
This is the framework that we have and that we're using within Sanofi for promoting our patient centricity. If there's only one slide that you should pay attention to, this is the slide.